Hey everybody, my name is Clyde and I have pressing issues, and I come to you from my dry cleaners and I talk about comics and other things that interest me. So I'm still going through my comics trying to decide what books to send to CGC, and it's a kind of involved task because I have a lot of books. Some of them, a lot of them are worthy of being graded, but to decide which ones have the value and a balancing act between which books to grade to keep in my personal collection and which books to grade to sell to kind of justify the cost. It's a tough decision. Grading books is not cheap. It also takes quite a while, but I like to have them. It looks nice. But while doing this, I've flipped through some of my books and I've come across three symbiote related books about the origin of Spider-Man Symbiote suit. So picked them out, wanted to point them out, and while flipping through them, I've read them, and just because I haven't looked at these books in oftentimes over 30 years, it's kind of nice to read them, feel them, smell them. It's got that the old comic smell, which is kind of a peculiar smell. I've heard it described as kind of a pickle-ish smell, which is normal. It's not like its book is rotting or deteriorating, but I think it's kind of normal for these older books to have that odor to it. So it's kind of a pleasant smell. I know some people really get a kick out of it, and I think it's kind of neat. But so I have three books here. I have Marvel Secret Wars #8, which is the origin of the symbiote suit. Um, I also have Marvel Team Up 141, which is the first appearance. It's tied for the first appearance of the symbiote suit. And I have Amazing Spider-Man 252, which is the first appearance of the symbiote suit in the main title. This is an interesting one. I have this out of my poly and board because I was reading it and I noticed that on the cover you see the two main characters. They appear to be Caucasian. I don't know if it's supposed to be Caucasian men or there's supposed to be a white guy and a white girl. But inside the story, it's quite obvious that it's a black male and a white female in the story. So I'm curious as to why they may have changed that, but it is what it is. I think it's interesting and pretty cool. But read your books. It's sometimes I know people use the Marvel Unlimited or the other apps to read the books, and I think it's a great. You know, Collecting comics for art pieces is great, but I think if you're doing that, you're also missing part of the hobby, which is the great stories in the books. Not every book has a great storyline, but a lot of times, the interior artists are nice to look at, and there's some talented writers and artists, and if you're only looking at the covers, you're only getting a fraction of the story. So I think this is pretty cool. Hopefully, I'll keep you updated. I'm going to press these books once I get confident. I'm just learning how to press myself, so I don't want to start off with these, obviously, but I do want to get the Secret Wars. This book is probably 9.4, 9.6 range as is. Hopefully, I can get that to at least where it's a solid 9.6. Marvel Team Ups is probably the low nines, 9.2 ish in that grade. And then the Amazing Spider-Man, which I've had the longest, is got some spine ticks along this over here, and it's got a lot of finger bends and so forth. So it's probably my estimation around an 8.0. Hopefully, I can get that up too. So once I get confident in pressing, and I can get this sent out. So we'll see how that goes. Hope everybody has a great day. TTFN.